Hi, YouTube family. Jack Willard here with a channel update. There we see late Lisa Marie Presley, who is walking the streets of gold now with a young Riley Keough. Riley is giving her review of this channel, the Virtual Church of the Disillusioned, and me in particular, perhaps. And of course, that's the back cover of this book right here that I am now reading, From Here to the Great Unknown. A great book so far. Lisa Marie Presley and daughter Riley Keough. We're going to be talking about that this week. I'll tell you about what's going on here. First of all, two worldwide ramblings, both at kind of unusual times this week. We're kind of working around the Yankees World Series, Thursday night, that is the 24th of October. I'm speaking to you now early on the 23rd, a Wednesday morning. I mean early, like a little past midnight. 9 p.m. Thursday the 24th, we'll be on with Worldwide Ramblings. We'd love for you to join us. Topic, amongst others, Elvis and Bob Joyce feedback, both pro and con. We get that all the time. Then Sunday at 6 p.m., From Here to the Great Unknown, our weekend edition of Worldwide Ramblings, talking about this book right here. What are your impressions? What do you think? A lot of my viewers have purchased this book, and I'm thrilled about that. If Riley Keough wants to send in a email with a video with whatever is on her mind, we will air it uncensored here at the Virtual Church of the Disillusioned. She can obviously talk about the book and how it's going and what have you, and whatever else, we'll air it uncensored. Now we have this coming Friday, that'll be the 25th of October, in the afternoon, the release of the second part in our 4-part series, the top 50 reasons why Bob Joyce may be Elvis. We always say we speak of possibilities. I don't know of any other topic where people think that someone may have faked his death, where there's dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of so-called coincidences. If there's so much smoke, you're choking from it. You're experiencing smoke inhalation. There's got to be some fire. So there's some angle. Perhaps God made a clone. I don't know. He's capable of doing that. He can do whatever he wants. So we explore the topic here. Lots of other people do. Facebook groups, etc. And we put our spin on it, our style. I bring my broadcast experience to the topic, and we do some roll-in, and we do some audio excerpts. We don't take someone's work and copy it verbatim, the whole thing, and put our name on it. We don't do that. But, we've been covering this topic since 2018. The channel has existed since either very late 2015 or January 2016. So we invite you to join us. And right now, 2 parts of our brand new series, Homage to Rush, is up. Hoping that this will gain an audience. I don't really have a niche there. It's a very crowded field, political talk. I realize that. And even though I have over 9,000 subscribers now, they didn't come for political talk so much. They came for a lot of them came for the Bob Joyce topic. And so how do I get my video to be seen by those that are the political junkies and what have you? It's a crowded field, as I say. Everybody from Dan Bongino, Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson now, and many, many more. The Rubin Report, for example. Plenty of voices out there. But, it reminds me of something. This Homage to Rush is a tribute to Rush Limbaugh. I don't claim to have the talent or the knowledge of Rush, but I loved Rush, and we use his theme song. We use his theme song, at least here in the beginning, when I do that, I can't monetize the videos, but I want you to see them. I want you to see them, and I want to make them exciting. And having the Rush theme song in there helps in the process. So years ago, when Rush was very much living, and a gentleman named Mark Levin was going to start a regular, we say evening show here on the East Coast, because he does it from 6 to 9 p.m. our time. But if you're on the West Coast, it's afternoon drive, 3 to 6 p.m. And people air it at different times, too. Various radio stations will put it on at 10, 11 o'clock at night or something like that in their market. So Mark Levin arranged a meeting with Rush Limbaugh, who he absolutely idolized, and he was devastated like the rest of us when Rush passed away. He sat down with Rush and he said, Rush, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm coming on after you and Sean Hannity. Who's going to want to listen to me? Who's going to want to listen to me? It's kind of all been said. And Rush said, "Oh, no, Mark. They haven't heard your take on it yet. They haven't heard your take on it." And that's so true. Mark is a constitutionalist. He worked for the government. He's got angles and he's got understandings, and he's certainly got a style that is different from Hannity and certainly was different from Rush. So Rush encouraged him to bring his persona into his program, and that it would work. If he believed in what he was doing, the audience would understand that he was worth listening to, and that's exactly what has happened. So Mark Levin continues on here. Keep him in your prayers. He had a serious fall, had to have leg surgery. I think he's had some problems with that involved the respiratory issues and what have you. He's lost weight. He's looking good. So keep Mark in your prayers. So there's 2 parts so far up on the channel here, the Virtual Church of the Disillusioned, Homage to Rush. Part 1 is Kamala's tricks don't work with Brett. That is in Brett Bear. We play an excerpt from that short interview. They only gave him like 22 minutes. And the second video, Overturning Roe v. Wade, a Mistake. Tulsi Gabbard speaks on Kamala Harris. On Fox and Friends, we play that excerpt. Nobody knows Kamala better than Tulsi Gabbard. And today we got the exciting news that Tulsi Gabbard is now a Republican. Way to go. Joe Manchin, we don't need independent cinema, whatever. We don't need that. We need people that will say, the Democratic Party is now non-existent. No more. It's the progressives and the Republicans. The progressives want to take the heart and soul out of America, in my opinion. So it does no good to be in the middle, and the middle is not good right now. It's like having we have a Senate that is progressive and a House that is conservative. You can't get much done. You can't get much done. As someone from Britain once said, a politician from Britain, hearing how it usually works with our what we call the checks and balances system, well, it sounds like a recipe for disaster to me. A recipe for disaster, and there's some truth in that. So why are we saying in our second video that I hope you'll check out, Overturning Roe v. Wade, a Mistake? Well, that and the fact of January 6th, where Donald Trump spoke at a rally on Election Day. The thing is it was the perfect red meat for the progressives, the perfect red meat. When the Supreme Court decided to overturn Roe v. Wade, they made it hard for a Republican to get elected here in 2024. And when Trump spoke and told the crowd to march to the Capitol peacefully and patriotically, they took it another step further and breached the Capitol. A small portion of the people breached the Capitol. Nobody ever says on the progressive side, well, Trump did say march peacefully and patriotically. Not only that, prior to the rally, he offered both Speaker Pelosi and the mayor of D.C., Bowser, 500 National Guard troops to assure safety, that there would be no breach. But both said no. And I think it's been reported that Pelosi's daughter said, yeah, my mom, she deliberately did that. She was willing to take that risk. Why? Smart people, I don't have to tell you why. So it became a real tool. All of a sudden, cops are dying and what have you. And the one officer that did die died at home from a long-term health issue. He wasn't hit over the head with a fire extinguisher. Ashley Babbitt, a veteran who was just, it looks now as it's been re-examined, she was trying to keep people out, but she had her head inside the window. She was saying enough of this when a D.C. Capitol police officer shot her dead, shot her in the head, shot her dead, and has never paid a price for that. That was unreasonable force. While inside we saw officers ushering them in. So this thing is just rotten. It's just rotten. But we point out in our second Homage to Rush video, Overtaking Roe v. Wade, a Mistake, that abortions have actually gone up, both medical abortions and the abortions that are, I'm talking about medication abortions, and the abortions that are done at an abortion facility. They have risen in 2023 and so far in 2024. Doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. So you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot when you're trying to win an election that is really going to determine the future of democracy and the Constitution. As I have said many times before, those saying that Trump is a threat to democracy, it's actually the opposite. It's the opposite. You just have to study. You just have to see, because Trump was president for 4 years. And we go over in these videos what a Kamala presidency would be like. We set the tone for the video that will premiere on Monday in the middle of the day sometime, 10/28/24. The third part of our Homage to Rush series, the subtitle, Top 7 Consequences If Kamala Wins. The top 7 consequences if Kamala wins. That'll be the last video in the Homage to Rush series that I will do before Election Day, November the 5th. If Kamala wins, I won't do a fourth part. It'll be done because it seems kind of pointless. I'll leave it to the big guys. But if Trump should win, there'll be more. We're not giving up on this. Now, because I use, especially for the opening shows of Homage to Rush, the Rush theme song, which is simply the Pretender song, My City Was Gone, we use the instrumental version. In the second video, we play the whole song with Chrissy Hind doing those great vocals and, of course, the great guitar from the Pretenders. When you do that, you can't monetize the video. So it's a labor of love. Very important information to get out there. And just like Rush told Mark, they haven't heard your point of view. I may be a little fish, especially in the political pond, but I've got something to say too. And you've got something to say, and you're welcome to do it right here in the comments section of this channel. So that'll be on Monday the 28th. So to review, Worldwide Ramblings this coming Thursday, the 24th at 9 p.m. We'll be talking about Elvis and Bob Joyce feedback, pro and con, and other things. Bring your topics. Bring your topics. Then Sunday at 6 p.m., this is East Coast time, From Here to the Great Unknown, the new Lisa Marie Presley, Riley Keough book. My take is I am reading through it, and your take as well. And who knows what we'll be talking about. All kinds of topics usually come into play, and we'd love to have you join us. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button if you like anything at all that you see on this channel, and the notification bell. You'll see a thanks button as well, and that is it's kind of vital, especially when you're not one of the big fish. We do okay, but competition is fierce, and if you can hit the thanks button for any amount, that would be very much appreciated. Show me that you believe in what we're doing here and enjoy what I do, etc., etc. I certainly enjoy having you. I'm always fascinated and surprised all over again when we come on to do Worldwide Ramblings, and here comes the family from all over the world. We want you to be part of that family, and so we'll see you Thursday night, 9 p.m., for the next Worldwide Ramblings, 9 Eastern. Have a great Wednesday, everybody.